We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Football. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They are on it with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They give on 2nd to Pollard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. On the give, it's Garendo. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Isaac Garendo with the touchdown. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. Forced out to his right. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Hauled in by Waddle. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I'd take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Zach Bond with the tackle. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is complete to Duvernay. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Landover right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. Daniels on first down. Cope with the catch. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now Daniels off the play action. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 21. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's out in the clear. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jamal Adams with the INT.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast. Play fake here, Daniels. Into the hands of Duvernay. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this third down. To throw, Daniels. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Working quickly here. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Commanders leading near the break. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Again, Daniels to the air. On the move, headed right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it! And that's a Washington touchdown! Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throwing for Hurts. Pitts brings it in. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Well, textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send a man in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Hurts throwing again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. On target to Waddle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They motion the tight end over. They go play action on 1st. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
A massive shot towards the end zone. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. back from the break. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Into the hands of Colt. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Daniels throwing on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing a fourth down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, Hurts able to get it to Barkley. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Hurts. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down and 10. Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
They kick the running back in motion. Daniels from the pistol. Completes beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Daniels on first down. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he gets him around 6 there. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Again, Daniels to the air. Chased out to his right. Catch is made in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Has it in close. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Into the hands of Pitts. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Eagles football, and they'll look for points here, but might be too little too late in a lopsided fourth quarter. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Hurts looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Hurts now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Hurts throwing again. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And they pick him off again! And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game. It happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
They've got first down from the 31. Now a give to Garindo. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. They'll go right back to Garindo. And he's going to get this up across the 35 to maybe the 37. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and short, Daniels. Forced out to his right. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trying it left side with Garindo. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Offense to the line for second down. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and long for him here. Buying some time right. He'll make a bid for it. He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
On first down, Hurts. Holker brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in by Waddle. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Hurts. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator quarterback don't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Hurts setting up to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds his man, Waddle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Now Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And he sails that one over the end zone.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's got it at the 6. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Garindo running between the tackles. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. And with Brock Heward and our EA